You mean you didn't get hundreds of tokens to put on this battlefield?
And what's this one's name? What's your name? What town are you from? Do you have any siblings? What were their names?
And that ends the game of Turgeon Fortune's Wheel. Everybody dies. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Turn of Fortune's Wheel, a Plancescape adventure with the Chaos Crew, session 15. Before we begin, let me introduce our players for this evening. All the way across from me, we have Nameless Orange. Hey, my guy, how's it going? And who you playing?
Going good. Tonight I'm going to be playing Human Felmare.
Felmare. I like it.
Yeah.
Does he have a friend with him?
Well, just Mary Poppins.
Just Mary
Better
Poppins.
version.
With some wingies. Nice. Perfect. Right below me, we got Nerdy Nobody. How's it going, my guy? Who you playing tonight?
What's up, everyone? Tonight, I'm going to be running my Echo Knight Human Kayata again. We'll see how things go.
See how it goes. Kayata doesn't last too many sessions, so hopefully he sticks around a little while. Next, across from him, we got Twisted Fate. How's it going, my guy? Who you playing?
Hello, I am Echo, Kenku.
Perfect. And then next to him, we have Prof, who is going to be absent for the evening, but here in spirit, we'll be working with his character a little bit. He'll be joining us for this adventure, just kind of being there and helping out. And I am Chaotic Vito, your humble DM for the evening, as always. Last time we sat around the virtual tabletop, the party left Automata to find a spot to bury the mechanical form of Felmare. They found a neat little spot. They had a little bit of a burial, said some choice words over the body. And then a dragon came out of nowhere and was like, hey, I know you guys. Don't worry about it, though. I really can't tell you why. It'll mess with the space-time continuum type thing. But we're besties. Do me a favor. And he gave you all an amulet and said, give this to the one that sees silver. Okay, bye. And he flew away. So that happened. And then you all continued on to Rigus. You got into Rigus. You found your way inside, which is a militia gate town. Very heavily militarized. They're always preparing for some type of war. So there's militia everywhere, and there's outsiders and visitors coming through. You all were granted visitor passes, which are gray slate, like emblem patches to visibly display. And then you tried to go to the gate, but you found out that it's actually closed, so you need to get in contact with someone of higher ranking. They can let you in. So you all stopped off at a tavern/inn, got a couple rooms, had some drinks, saw some militia individuals, talked to them, and then found out who their higher ranking individual is. Echo shot a bird, well, didn't shoot a bird, sent a bird to a Major Kalar who wrote back and said, yeah, if you want to see the gate, come see me. So y'all headed over to where her tent was. You met with her, and she was like, yeah, I can grant you access, but unfortunately Rigus is in a state of perpetual war at the gate of Acheron. And we think we have a spy that's telling Acheron forces our ins and outs. And it seems like they know where our battlements are, where our patrol routes are going, all that. So if y'all figure out who the spy is, I will gladly let you to the gate to gather your information for your Mimir. And also you can grab some items from my personal vault of cool things. So y'all were like, cool, we'll check it out. And she bestowed upon you a new patch crest, basically deputizing y'all as conscripts for the militia and for her, which are a red badge with like a gray outline, basically saying you're conscripts, and gave you a couple names to go speak with, along with a couple names of individuals who were possible persons of interest or that they haven't marked off their list yet for. So y'all are outside her tent. Is there anything else y'all want to ask her about or anything? She kind of was like, cool, go. And I'll catch up, or I'll do my stuff. You go do what you got to do. Do y'all want to head to the gate, or you want to ask any more questions that you can think of?
I can't think of any more questions.
I would like to ask for a copy of an old order or some official blank paper or something. We might be able to lay the seeds of misinformation mirrored between the two of them, and see which one starts spreading information.
False breadcrumb. Very nice. She kind of says, here, I'll do you one. And she gets out a piece of parchment with a letterhead that it looks very official. And she writes down new patrol changeover is at 1300 hours from this day forth. She says, let's see if that's something. She rolls it up, she sticks it, and she hands it over to you.
Okay. How would I do forgeries or duplicates?
Do you have a forger's kit?
Yes.
Wait a minute. Don't see it. Maybe I'm just missing it.
Apparently, no.
And you have your proficiencies
Got the
as
proficiency.
poisoners
Yeah, I got
and
the
thieves.
proficiency.
Okay.
Well, no, I even have proficiency in the forgery kit. I just somehow never put it in my inventory. Oversight. Okay. So now we have fake orders.
Yeah. She'll write out a second set. That's fine.
Okay.
If you want a second set, she'll write it out. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she hands you a second one. He runs over to the copy machine, kicks it a few times, and replaces the toner, and replaces paper in tray 3, clears a jam.
Clears the jam. The obligatory jam.
Yep. Was there anything else, he says?
I'll look backward, still facing her.
Yep, I'm good.
Anything else, guys? Okay.
Kyle just shrugged. I'm ready.
Well, I'll be making my way to the gate here momentarily, if you would want to go ahead and speak with who you must speak with.
Where would we find these two gentlemen you mentioned earlier?
This would be at the entrance to the gate lift. And she kind of points behind her real quick. It's like a map of Rigus. And she says you just follow the main thoroughfare up through the levels. It'll take you through an underground tunnel that'll lead you straight to where the lift for the gate is.
Okay.
So you make your way through Rigus up here. Let me pull this up. It is slightly askew. Okay. Within a cavernous, steel-lined bunker deep below Rigus stands the gate of Acheron, an archway of iron spikes and bones. We'll get you that map here in a second. What you're looking in front of you is the path to the lift to the gate. It is currently sealed, and the lift descends further down below. You can see the area around here, even with the gate being a different level than this thoroughfare entrance. Kind of looks like a battlefield past the blocked open gates, littered with heaps of broken metal and shattered armaments. You see these barricades that circle this entrance. And as you guys are getting closer, you see a handful of Rigus soldiers that are moving through the entrance to go down to the Acheron gate to stand guard in a hopefully watchful formation. Looking forward, you see two individuals that are kind of directing troops where to go. One appears to be a tiefling, and one appears to be a dark-skinned human veteran. They both have the... Let me pull it up. They both have, yep, the blue insignias of sergeants.
Guys, ready to go question them?
Ready as I'll ever be.
So I think these are the trusted people that we're going to go meet with, the sergeants. There's a private and another sergeant that we are suspicious of.
Yeah, these guys we just got to get see what information they have about all this, right?
Yeah.
Way to spread the fake orders.
Well, I think we should probably try to hand one of these fake orders directly to whoever we think it is. The less fingers on this paper, the better off, the more sure we can be that we've got the right person.
Are we trying to give one to these trusted guys?
I think we might be asking like where the two people are that we suspect, where their quarters are, and when their shifts are. I could break in and see if we can find any clues where their quarters are while they're at work.
We could go. I mean, we could go ask. We're high-ranking officials, so I feel like they have to answer our questions.
Come on. Come on, phone. There we go.
You should see names above those two, I believe.
This one, yes. A tiefling.
I see Galler.
You should see the other one.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep, he told you, well, if I did not mention it, Sergeant Lugig and Sergeant Galler are the sergeants. Kind of, you see them kind of barking orders at some of the lower ranking individuals to get moving through the doors that lead so they can lead to the gate so they can stay in formation and travel down to where it is. They're kind of paying attention to what they're doing right now, so you probably have to like tap them on the shoulder or do something like that. They don't really notice you right away.
Excuse me, sergeants.
Yes?
Can we-
Yes. Yes, she sees your conscript badge.
Could we have a word with you two for a moment, please?
One moment. And she like yells for one of the other individuals to get a move on, and then yells over to Sergeant Lugig and says, Sergeant, these conscripts wish to have a word. And she smiles at all of you as Lugig kind of, yes? What is this?
Well, we're here to ask you a few questions. Seems there's a unsavory individual in our midst that's passing information off to the enemy.
They kind of look at each other. And they say, yes, it is thought that is a thing, but may I ask where you're getting this information from? Has someone sent you to speak with us?
Yes, they have. Echo?
We don't know an echo.
I will parrot Kalir voice patterns and mannerisms.
I had a brain fart on her name.
They're like, I don't know
She's
an
standing
echo.
like 10 feet there.
Yeah, she hadn't showed up yet. Sorry. She's somewhere other away.
I forgot her name too, but she's standing right over there. So.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I'll pull the parchment with names on it.
Okay.
Holding my hand over the private Vexen's name. and I'll point at Sergeant Kelm and just say we're trying to that you guys have already been cleared, but we're trying to track down Sergeant Kelm, find out what his shifts and where his barracks are, quarters.
They look at each other and they say, well, okay. And they look at, they pull a parchment out. Luggig does. Furrows her brow. She... she says, yes. Private Roll and Sergeant Kelm. They are actually working currently. They are below. If you wish to speak with them, we must enter through the lift. Go down to the gate if you wish to speak with them.
Have you noticed any odd behaviors, lateness, any changes in attitude?
Lugging kind of clears her throat. Well, you won't get much out of the private. He was in the last attack. He hasn't been quite right since. And Sergeant Kelm just made rank. So I believe they're trying to stay under the radar so they don't lose Sergeant.
And then the last of the original questions, where their quarters may be.
They would be housed in the bunkers. That is where most of our militia is housed. Underneath Rigus. And that would be back the way you came. But if you wish to speak with them, by all means.
One more question. Have you noticed, not even these two, just anybody in your ranks acting odd that we should know about?
Gawler kind of speaks up and says, well, it's hard to really tell. We've had a handful of attacks in the past few weeks. Everyone's really on edge. No one's really... our sense of normalcy has changed. She kind of gives you a smile. But this is what we train for. A lot of the recruits, a lot of the soldiers haven't quite been battle tested until as of late. So they've been in training for such a long time and then thrown into the fray. It's bound to frazzle even the most veteran of our younger ranks. So it's hard to tell out of normalcy, I suppose. She kind of gives you a smile. And Luggig says, yes, everything's happening so fast. People are getting all freaked out over these attacks, and they're soldiers. They need to get on with it. This is their duty, and they must do what they have to do.
So, how long does it take to get, what's the right word for it? Placed in, like, in the army? Or do you have to, like, train for several years, or?
Well, we normally take are Rigus soldiers from an early age. They are, they must serve. Every child grows into a soldier for a period of time, and then they may leave to take on other avenues of interest once their term is complete. However, a lot of them, for the sake of amenities and options given to them, they stay in for much longer and go through the ranks. But for an outsider, there's a rigorous test which needs to be passed, and then you will only begin at the lowest rank. Is it something you're interested in?
So I'm more curious how maybe it's not even a traitor in your midst. Maybe it's one of the enemy has just joined your ranks and passed your test to join your army.
Dollar kind of thinks about it and says, that is a possibility, and Luggate kind of cuts her off. There is no possible way. They go through a thorough test and thorough background check. The audacity to say that we allowed someone from the outside to get within our ranks and tell the enemy, that is preposterous. She kind of stamps her foot.
Well, I'm not saying it was your guys' fault. I'm sure if they did, they probably had very believable papers to prove their backstory, I guess.
What's this backstory you speak of?
Like where they came, like their hometown and all that stuff. It could probably be easily faked if someone was very good at it.
Could be, but we have ways to tell if that is false or not.
Who are the enemies?
So the enemies are entering through the gate of Acheron. It seems that a warlord by the name of Thalir Heartbane seems to be, it's said he's favored by the god Maglubliet. I believe he's a goblin. He has given a rise in locations within Acheron to those wanting to cross the plains and take this for themselves. Rigus is known all across the multiverse as the greatest militia city there ever was. So it would make sense that they would want to take it over and they would want it for themselves. But as of late, they have come at the most opportune or opportune times during shift changes or when patrols have moved along other routes. They've even brought Ettins to fight as well, which are hard to kill.
I wouldn't mind putting guard duty for a little bit just to see, how everyone acts. Maybe, linger around a little bit.
While you're saying that, with Sergeant Galler having told you all of this, Sergeant Luggate kind of looks at her, gives her a slight frown, and then looks at all of you and says, if you must, then I will not stop you. You say you're working on the orders of Major Kalar.
Yes.
you'd like to go ask the private and the sergeant some questions.
Yes, we would.
How do you assume you will be able to root out the spy when we have not?
Well, it's always nice to have
Sometimes
a...
take an outsider's perspective.
Exactly. Fresh set of eyes. You know, not being from around here, you probably
I think we're about
notice
as
things you guys
trustworthy as
wouldn't.
anyone else.
Nody, what'd you say?
Gotta say, well, I think as outsiders, we're as trusted as anyone else, friend or foe. We're not really known, so we have that element to our advantage.
Are not known. Makes a lot of people weary, but you have been conscripted. So, and Galler says, we trust Major Kalar. So, we trust you. And Luggett kind of frowns a little bit. It says, if you must, the gate is that way. Make it quick.
I suppose we should hurry off then.
So, doors to the lift are opened. The guard's going to step aside and allow you to enter through. As you make your way toward gate, these guys, they will follow behind, but here they're all right. So let me give you the actual full description of this. Stands the gate of Acheron, an archway of iron spikes and bones. The area around the gate looks like a battlefield and is littered with heaps of broken metal and shattered armaments. A ring of barricades circles the gate, beyond which you see at least 200 Rigus soldiers maintain a rigid, watchful formation. Manning some of the areas nearby. Galler comes in behind you all and points out this individual and this individual who are like walking around getting things done. It says the one on the left is the sergeant, and the one, let me give him a blue, and the private, I believe, was green, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, I do believe so.
Yes. There we go. Starring Galler points them out to you and says, that is who you were looking for. And she begins to give orders to other individuals around, and Sergeant Luggett kind of stands off to the side and kind of keeps an eye on you guys. Major Galar is not here yet. He's kind of fallen behind, or like following behind a little while. She said she would be there eventually, but I just wanted her token nearby for when she pops up. You have the sergeant and the private. Question as you wish.
I'm gonna send a message to Echo and say something feels off about Lugged.
Okay. Maybe we can have Tal stay with them. Keep an eye on them. If push comes to shove, he can always jump in and help us, but...
Oh, Tal, you've been so talkative, I forgot you were here.
That says I was just praying for some thunder. Says I will inspect this barricade and keep an eye on Sergeant Luggig. This is a nice barricade. Oh, look, a ballista. And he points out a ballista. And he says, oh, look, a trebuchet. And he points out a trebuchet. He says, this is a nice barricade.
Look at that boulder. That's a nice boulder.
Yep.
Oh. Well, Echo, which one should we talk to first?
Newly promoted has a lot of access to information.
I don't feel like, yeah, that was my suspicion.
I agree. Good.
Can I roll a performance or stealth check to try to blend in? Is it just the four of us? Like, the four of them? Or is it other soldiers on the battlefield?
No, there's so this is just a little area for you guys, but imagine the map expanded out a bunch, and you see hundreds of Acheron soldiers like standing in formation, readying themselves in case anything were to happen. But
Okay.
there's other ones that are kind of moving around and doing things, but these are just the points of interest for you guys. I mean, if you wanted to talk to others, we could do Theater of the Mind for them, but I don't have any tokens for them. There's a handful of people around.
You mean you didn't get hundreds of tokens to put on this battlefield?
And what's this one's name?
Unfortunately not. This section, they are called privates.
I want to talk to token number 85.
What's your name? What town are you from? Do you have any siblings? What were their names?
And that ends the game of Turgeon Fortune's Wheel. Everybody dies.
Can I ask Felmir if I can go deliver one copy of the fake orders and have him just kind of hang back and try to read him?
Yeah, I'd say. Probably be easier if we didn't all crowd him anyway.
Five people walk up with internal investigation badges on and they're like, hey, so...
Cat will like kind of just stretch out a little bit and say, well, you guys, I guess I'll just make myself look busy. And he goes over to the ballista and just starts examining it and dicking around with it pretty much.
Give me an investigation check.
All right.
fires it off into the portal.
Kata just disappears. Okay, the investigation. We got a -1. 3.
Okay. It looks like it's got a bolt loaded. You're not sure how it's gonna work. You're pretty sure you pull a lever. But it looks like a massive crossbow that fires heavy bolts. You're not sure how much damage it'll do or how strong it is, but it's like one of those big standalone crossbow things.
Kata's just gonna like make it seem like he's messing around with it and tinkering with it, but he's just really just looking at it. Not really doing anything significant, just trying to look busy.
Echo.
Enough.
When you go out there, do not walk in front of that.
Can I roll like a performance check to take an air of authority that I've kind of picked up from other people?
Yeah, give me a performance check.
23.
You picked it up pretty good.
Okay. Did he just turn that ballista? I'll walk up and approach him. Felmir, do you want to keep me company a little bit?
Want me to keep you company?
I'm not aiming. I swear I'm not aiming it.
Yeah. Do you want to come up but then hang back a little bit, like stand next to someone else so that you can overhear the conversation and kind of roll insight on him?
Yeah, I'll get up closer.
Okay.
Oh, wait, are you?
Oh,
wait, which one?
wrong one.
Oh, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought you were going for the sergeant.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kind of stand. Yeah, I'll be watching their interaction. I'm gonna pay very close attention to his facial features during this whole interaction with Echo.
I'm the fake orders that we have. They just say that a shift change is going to happen at a certain time.
Yeah, it's changing.
Okay. I'll start calling his name, like 4 people away from him, until he either says over here or until somebody points me over to him.
He hears you yell his name. He turns around and he like looks for a second and sees the red on your badge, and he pops attention, throws a salute up, and says, "Sergeant Kell reports the gate all secure, sir. Officer, sir." And drops a salute.
Based on the performance roll, would I know whether I'm supposed to salute or not?
It's been it's customary to return a salute back, but you don't have to. They'll just hold it until you do, or you tell them to go at ease.
Okay. Yeah, I'll not salute back at the moment, but I'll tell him just to drop his. I'll rummage through my bag and pull out one of the orders and say that there's new orders.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And he like raises his hands up to you to take the new orders. Now, I'm sorry, sir. Would you like me to disseminate this throughout the younger troops and my fellow sergeants, or never mind. I'll take care of it. No worries. I got it. Yes, sir. I can look at it. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. And he salutes again and
Who's
drops
running
it.
this show?
That would be. I'm Sergeant Kellen, sir. Many salutes again. I'm in charge of Battalion C, not battalion. My fire team. There's 4 of us. When you have a fire team, there's fire team members and a fire team. You would know that. I'm sorry, sir. I can hand it over. I can curry this the best ever. Sir, Sergeant Kellen reports. My fire team secure and the gate secure, sir. And he like salutes.
I'll take the paper back from him and start to stow it. But when I stow it, I'm going to intentionally drop the other copy of it. And
I can do it, sir. I can really give it to who needs to know. I can do it. I can do this.
Continue your watch. Is there anything to report?
Sergeant Kellen reports the gate is secure at this time, and fire team Delta all in order at this time, sir. Nothing new to report. The gate to Acheron is secure. Nothing to report. No, no, sir. Sir, no, sir.
The sergeant seems very suspicious.
Okay. Well, continue your watch. I need to get these orders, and I'll hold up the ones that I handed him earlier off to Sergeant Guller.
His shoulders kind of drop a little bit, and he goes, "Sir, it's a pleasure to have spoken with you, sir." And he salutes again.
I'll salute back this time and walk away.
Roberts, salute. As you're walking away, he'll notice that you dropped the paper, and he'll pick it up and he'll look at it for a second. And he'll like yell after you, "Sir, my apologies." And he like sprints over to you and pops to attention. "Sir, Sergeant Kellen reports, gate of Acheron all secure, sir. Permission to speak."
I'm going to have continued walking. I'm trying to disengage him.
Sir,
but if
sir.
No, I'm just watching this go on. You're on your own.
Sir.
I'll grab him by his shoulders and move him out of the way of the ballista.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you. You drop this, and he like hands it to you, and like, yeah, he like hands it to you.
Okay.
Sir.
He like fumbles handing it to you, and like kind of drops a little bit. "Oh, sorry, sir." And he like hands it off and like salutes. Yes, sir.
What are you doing here? Return to your post.
Oh, yes, sir. Sorry, sir. Sir. Yes, sir. And he sprints off. Continues on.
Okay, did we get anything from watching him or no?
If you and Felmir would give me an insight check. What are your all's feelings?
$17.
Oh. It's a big fat 2.
Sorry to hear, bud.
All right, nerdy.
I can't stay in longer.
That's all right. And Felmir 2. Echo. You seemed You didn't notice any change in his demeanor. His entire demeanor the entire time was nervous, and it seemed like he couldn't really hold his tongue with things going through his head. You did notice that his eyes weren't darting off to the left or up to the right or anything when he was answering your questions. You notice he was fairly nervous, but with the way he interacted with you, you may think it's more towards the rank and the individual rather than anything else, because you hadn't asked him any questions, anything like that. So he was, you assume he was nervous because of the rank. And Felmir, you're just laughing over there that this dude is having a rough time dealing with higher ranking individuals.
I don't know, Echo. I guess he's fine. I don't know. Honestly, I got distracted by all his buffoonery, so I wasn't really paying attention.
Well, he didn't keep the second copy of the orders, which is kind of the only tip-off that I had. I thought we would have you go ask questions related to, are you the spy or not?
You want me? Should we talk to the? You want to try to do the same thing with the private, or should we question?
Yeah, let's try the same thing, and then we can always have you go ask questions.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. You want to go? You want to go give the private his orders?
Yeah.
I'll wait over here. I'll do a better job watching him this time.
Okay. I'll cast guidance on Felmir.
Oh, give me 1 second. Let me fix the cameras slightly because we've shifted. Sorry. Buddies. Half-faced right now.
Half face.
Well, kind of like gifted in weird directions. Cameras are kind of like nerdies everywhere. Or not nerdy. Nameless is everywhere. Me. Get you. There we go.
Arch that.
It's two of you. I gotta do the other cam, sorry. Okay. Go. You are all the way over here. There's the beard. Down a little more. Okay. Locked in place. Okay. Now for nameless. I believe we're golden. Okay, back at it once again. Oh my gosh, this. Get up there. Up there. Get over here. Okay. Yeah, we're good. Okay, we are back at it. All set up.
Okay.
Okay, as you approach this private, he is kind of just like standing there looking off in the distance. He's got like a 1,000-yard stare, just kind of looking away. Facing away from you.
I'll go ahead and start asking for him a couple people away from him.
He doesn't quite answer, but you see someone near him kind of like elbow him and like turn him a little bit, and he like very like like turns around and kind of like looks at you. His eyes are just like not wide, they're just like lackadaisical ish, and he turns around and just like looks at you. He doesn't say anything. It's like stares at you, walk up to him.
I'll ask him who's in charge, pulling out one of the scrolls and hooking the other scroll so that it falls on the ground. So I hold this one up in front of me and say, I'm here to relay mission imperative information. Who's in charge here?
Kind of blinks low at you and just raises an arm and points at the front of his formation toward a sergeant. Drops his arm again, just kind of stares at you.
Can I roll insight on this guy ahead of time, like now?
Yeah,
She said he was a bit off.
Yeah. I mean, without. Yeah, you can. Yeah, roll insight. You get a 19. Belmir, you're watching too. You can go ahead and roll to.
Okay, come on, come on.
See.
Come on.
Better.
Yeah, a little bit.
Guidance.
Plus guidance, yep.
Yeah, guidance. What's that, a D4?
Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna... well, I mean, that's another 3.
So Echo, there's definitely something off about this dude. The closest you can kind of think of is kind of like shell-shocked a little bit. His expressions don't really change. He's kind of not here, I guess. He's physically here, but he's not taking much of what's going on. It takes him a second to like answer you notice it takes a second for him to like don't really answer your question, but like with his pointing, like it took him a second to like realize, and then with him having the delayed hearing his name and having to be turned around, he's almost in a daze, kind of useless-ish, it seems, at the minute. Felmir, your eyes end up following Sergeant Keln as he goes back to his fire teams and starts like glancing over at Echo occasionally and like reforming his fire team up, making them stand up straighter and like adjusting the way they're holding their like pikes and swords and shields and stuff like that, and occasionally giving glances over to Echo, but you're not really paying too much attention to what Echo's doing, unfortunately.
I'll head off in that direction. And when I get out of earshot, I'll cast message and ask Felmir to keep an eye on the scroll that's at the ground to see if he has the wherewithal to pick it up and try to secure it, or if it just sits there. And if it sits there, who picks it up?
Why, I'll do my best.
Yeah. You kind of glance back over, and he's kind of just standing there. And he looks down at the scroll, and looks up ahead, and then looks down and picks up the scroll. He looks around a little bit, and then he doesn't really look at the scroll. He just kind of like tosses it off to the side where some like heaps of like a little bit of rubble and stuff like that, and just like stands up straight and like slowly turns back to the direction he was originally facing, and he just stands there.
Okay. I'll talk to somebody up here that he pointed me at.
What is it?
As you get closer to the front of the formation, you feel this like overwhelming pressure in your ears as the gate to Acheron flares to life. The portal, which resembles a great burning feline eye, gigantic and conical projectiles, each made of rusted iron and over 15 feet long, blast through the gate in rapid succession, impacting amid Riggus's defenses. You hear soldiers scream and barricades shatter. Then a wave of berserker invaders charged through the gate. Let's see. That, unfortunately, is as Acheron begins to invade and begins to attack. That's where we're going to end it for the night, since we are at half party currently. Didn't want to get too deep, but as Acheron begins to attack and invade, soldiers screaming, projectiles, you can see on the map themselves, now you can see like projectiles falling. Actually, since Felmir is right where a projectile is, before we end this, make a dexterity saving throw for me, Felmir.
Come on.
Can I make one to save this guy?
Oh, come on.
He is going to try to make a dex save as well.
If I'm jumping to push him, can he make it with the advantage? Jesus Christ.
Let's see. No. The sergeant, actually, that you were just speaking to, and several of his fire team members are crushed by the blast. Felmir, you rolled a 5. Okay. Okay. I have to. Oh, I don't even have enough. Give me 1 second. Uh, 34 points of piercing damage, and you're blasted. Actually, on the edge of the the blast radius as this projectile impacts like directly beside you. That, as all hell is breaking loose and the gates to Acheron start flooding with goblin berserkers. For my glubliet! That is where we're going to end the session. At the beginning of the fight. Yeah.
So what character am I going to be going into next session?
Oh man. It's gonna be one for the ages. Y'all thinking you know who the spy is? Have you figured anything out? Talk about it offline, and we'll come back to it when we come back. If there is a spy, that is.
Yeah. Stomach, you gotta stay alive so you can tell me what you saw, because I didn't see shit.
That's true. It's true.
Felmir's laying on the ground just like dazed and confused.
Just because it wasn't a ballista.
Let me put a little bit of a prone condition on you here. If there is a prone condition.
I am laying right in front of that ballista, so.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, but you're prone. You're prone, though, so it'll probably go overhead.
At disadvantage, yeah. There, let's see. PR. Oh, there's a prone. DD prone, path prone, expanse prone. It's the same exact. The same. Neat. Well, that's going to do it for session 15 of Turn of Fortune's Wheel. We'll jump back into it on episode 16. Not in 2 weeks, but in a month. Join us in 2 weeks. We may be streaming a game. We may not. Our one and only Nameless Orange is going to be running a one-shot for us. So stay tuned if that's going to be streamed or not.
Could be.
Yeah. And speaking of Nameless Orange, where can we find you, my guy?
Oh, you can find me on YouTube at Nameless Orange Plays or on Twitch at Nameless Orange.
Nice. Twisted Fate, where can we find you?
Right here every 2 weeks.
Right here every 2 weeks. And then additionally, we have Nerdy Nobody and Prof. Check the descriptions for where you can find them. Hopefully in a couple weeks or whenever we play this next, everyone will be here. If not, we'll make it work. And we'll see what happens at the gate to Acheron. So, with that being said, I am Chaotic Vito. Y'all are absolutely awesome. Hey, let chaos reign, y'all. And we will see you next time. Good night.